How do you choose the ones you save? Let's race!
The Fast and Furious saga is officially coming to an end with Fast and Furious 11. Scheduled to hit theaters in 2027, the final installment of the franchise will give fans one last chance to say goodbye to Dominic Toretto, Letty Ortiz, and the rest of the family in one more high-octane adventure. The road to this finale has been a long one, with a 4-year gap separating it from its predecessor, Fast X, which left audiences on a massive cliffhanger back in 2023. While it's exciting that Fast and Furious 11 is finally moving forward, several updates about the sequel have left fans confused and even disappointed. Vin Diesel has spoken openly about his hopes for Dom's final ride, hinting at what to expect from the end of the saga. But with each new detail revealed, the chances of Fast and Furious 11 delivering a truly satisfying conclusion seem to be slipping away. Based on the latest news, the finale could end up being a complete disaster. One of the most alarming updates is the apparent absence of Jason Momoa in the new film. Although the actor recently expressed his desire to return, he admitted he hasn't been contacted about plans for the sequel. That doesn't confirm his fate, but things don't look promising. Momoa stole the spotlight in Fast X as Dante, the flamboyant villain out for revenge after his father's death in Fast 5. Obsessed with making Dom pay, Dante vowed to destroy everything he loved before finishing him off. By the end of Fast X, Dante seemed to have finally beaten Dom, orchestrating an explosion that destroyed a plane carrying his allies, then trapping Dom himself in a deadly cliffhanger. To remove Dante from the final chapter after such a shocking ending makes no sense, and fans are right to be worried. Adding to the concern, rumors suggest Fast and Furious 11 will shift back to a street-level story, focusing more on realistic street racing routes instead of the globe-trotting, big-budget spectacle the franchise has leaned into. While some longtime fans have begged for this return to basics, following Fast X's explosive cliffhanger with a smaller-scale street story feels anticlimactic. Even worse, the movie is reportedly no longer being treated as Fast X Part 2, implying the finale might ignore the setup entirely. After building tension across multiple films, to suddenly pivot away risks alienating everyone, both fans who loved the blockbuster direction and those who wanted a return to form. Of all the issues plaguing Fast 11, Jason Momoa's absence is the most crushing. His over-the-top villain was easily one of the best parts of Fast X, breathing new life into the saga. To remove him, whether due to behind-the-scenes conflicts or creative decisions, is a mistake the franchise may not recover from. Even if Dante shows up in a spin-off, like the long-stalled Hobbs and Ray's project, Fast 11 will feel hollow without resolving his feud with Dom. Without a strong villain, the finale risks becoming a soulless farewell. Universal seems aware of the backlash and is already trying to distract fans. Vin Diesel recently teased the return of Brian Toretto, claiming the film will honor Paul Walker's legacy by bringing the character back to the screen for the first time since Furious 7. But while that could be a heartfelt tribute, it's also risky depending on how his likeness is used. And no matter how emotional Brian's comeback may be, it won't fix the problem of Fast X's ignored ending. Without Dante, no amount of nostalgia will save the finale. It's not too late to fix things. If Universal and Diesel want Fast and Furious 11 to succeed, they need to address the cliffhanger properly and bring Dante back. Without that, the film will feel like a betrayal of the very saga it's supposed to conclude. Ignoring the setup for a smaller, back-to-basics story risks turning the finale into a disappointment remembered as one of Hollywood's worst franchise endings. The box office stakes are high too. Fast X already underperformed domestically, leaning heavily on international sales to break even, and it failed to hit the highs of earlier entries like Furious 7. The next film has a chance to bounce back, but only if it avoids bad word of mouth and fan backlash. A botched finale could sink the franchise's legacy once and for all. While it's commendable that Diesel and the team want to honor the series' roots, they cannot let that goal overshadow the need for closure. Fast X set up a finale that could deliver one of the saga's most satisfying payoffs. To ignore it now would be a massive mistake. Fast and Furious 11 races into theaters in 2027.